to be able to write a one-sided report. And this is what I wanted to ask you. Prosecutors don't write reports.
No.
Prosecutors speak in the courtroom, or they keep their mouth shut.
Right.
So we have a special counsel who's going to write a report. Okay, the report is supposed to be a confidential report just for the higher-ups at the Department of Justice. But of course, Congress is going to demand it. The press is going to demand it. Somebody will likely leak it. So here we're going to have a document by the likes of Mr. Weissman, who will oversee it with his boss, Mr. Mueller. Given your experience with Mr. Weissman, do you expect this report to be a fair report that lays out, you know, the different responses of, or do you expect this report to be the sort of thing that Mr. Weissman is known to do in the courtroom, at sentencing hearings, kind of withholding certain kinds of information, underscoring certain kinds of information? What do you expect from this report?
Mr. Weissman could write a report that would make you're giving your mother a nice Christmas present sound like a federal criminal offense.
So your own experience with this fella and his record, and he's going to be writing the report. And isn't that why Pelosi and the other Democrats and the media say, let's wait for the report. Let's wait for the report. Because they know who's going to be writing the report, and I suspect they know some of the things, frankly, that are going to be in the report. Wasn't Mr. Weissman at the Hillary Clinton victory party?
Yes, I've heard that's true.
I understand she lost.
Yes.
And that upset him very much. Didn't he send a communication to Sally Yates, who was the acting attorney general at one point, an Obama leftist appointee who had been the deputy attorney general? And while Schumer and the Democrats were holding up Sessions for confirmation until they could, you know, drag a recusal out of him, she was the acting attorney general who blocked the President of the United States because she was not going to allow the Justice Department to argue for his executive order in defense of it on the limited immigration status of certain countries, individuals from certain countries. And he told her to keep it up. Good fight.
Oh, yes, he was applauding her resistance to the president.
You've been doing this a long time. You're a prosecutor a long time, defense counsel a long time. The media treatment of this. I look at the media treatment of Ken Starr and the media treatment of Robert Mueller, and they're mirror opposites of each other. Have the media gone completely in the tank, do you think?
Oh, yes, I have no doubt about that. But another thing you need to know is that Andrew Weissman is a master manipulator of the media. He did that throughout the Enron litigation also. In fact, he sat in the courtroom with his arm around Mary Flood, who was the lead reporter for the Houston Chronicle throughout the Enron litigation.
Didn't he, at some point during the course of the current investigation, brief the Associated Press, as I recall?
Oh, yes, that was early in, I think before he was on special counsel's team in Department of Justice when he was looking into the Manafort issues.
I'm going to pursue this with you in a moment. Don't forget, folks, almost every weeknight you can watch me on